Hello there everyone, and welcome to the TheRookieCritic YouTube channel. It has been quite some time since I last did a movie review, and I think it's about time that I get some of those going again. Over the last couple of months, I've been trying to watch some classic and popular films that I've never seen before, because for some reason, growing up, I just never got around to seeing many of these movies that everybody seems to love. Jaws was one of them, Kill Bill, Alien. I just never saw these movies. I just never saw them. They weren't in my house. People in my house didn't buy them before or rent them or anything. Nobody cared. My friends didn't really talk about these specific movies too often growing up, so I just ended up never having seen them before. So I've been trying to knock those out and actually give them a shot myself now, so that's what I've been doing lately. I've got some watch parties of all these movies up on my channel. I suggest that you check them out as well if you want further discussion with other YouTubers on the panel while we do a commentary on the movie. But if you just want to see the review, then you're in the right place. I'm starting with Jaws. I saw Jaws a few months back, but before I got the movie, I was looking on Amazon to see, I have a whole list of the classic films to see when they get to a price that I kind of want to be able to purchase it at. So I bought Jaws, I think it was like $6 or something, and as soon as I get the DVD, what happens? Literally that same day, Proper Jeremy messages me and says, "Hey dude, guess what? All of the Jaws movies are on Netflix. You should give them a watch." And I'm like, God damn it! I have seen quite a few shark movies in my time, but they're more of the ilk that would be on the Sci-Fi Channel that's got like all these different metamorphosis type creatures of sharks. There's the Sharktopus and the Were-Shark, and I feel like they just have this random wheel on the Sci-Fi Channel where they have shark or whatever animal that they're going to have for their main creature series or something. Have the shark, and they have another random animal, and they spin a wheel, and then whatever it lands on is the movie they'll make. So they got the Sharktopus, they got the Were-Shark, they got the ghost shark, they've got, some zombie shark, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have a kitty shark and a giraffe shark and an armadillo shark or some type of weird movie. Sharknado, I mean, God, they just take whatever they can, spin it on that wheel, see where it lands, and then make a bunch of money on a very cheap quality but entertainingly stupid film. But with all that out of the way, I actually liked Jaws. Jaws is probably the best shark movie that I've ever seen, because I had seen plenty of those other shark movies. But no, I really do enjoy Jaws on a film level. I enjoyed the music, of course. I mean, of course I like the music. Who the hell doesn't like the dun 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 dun? And I've heard that music in a whole bunch of other movies my whole life that parody Jaws, of course. So I already went in knowing that. But I really do like seeing that music play out with the scene, because I never actually saw the scene where that music originated from. I never really watched the movie where that takes effect, so that does help. I can imagine being in a movie theater or in a pool watching it or something, and your heart rate would kind of go up seeing that. It's like, oh shit, it's like it's coming. I liked the look of the small town setting and the characters. The characters are the main reason as to why I love the movie. There's like 3 or 4 characters that I just really did like, and if I didn't like them, I don't think I would have liked the movie that much, because at first, I don't really care about what happened with the shark, because I've seen so many different shark movies where I just don't really care. It's that's kind of the main part in those movies, but in this, I was glad that there's characters to keep me with it the whole time, because you don't even see the shark until the last, 50 minutes of the movie, I think. I don't remember exactly. It's been about 2 months since I watched the film, so I might be forgetting a few things here and there. Sorry. I like how they do all these tricks to make you think that the shark is there when, I know, I watched the movie with a huge panel of people that know a lot about Jaws, and, they're telling me how the shark that they had for it couldn't float very much, or the thing wasn't working that often, so they had to, only use it where they could in the movie, so they had to use other ways to make people know that the shark is there and whatnot, and I really liked it, like when the shark tears the dock off of the end and it's like, dragging the pieces of wood behind it in the water. Like, that reminds me of Tremors so much, and I know that Tremors came out way after Jaws, and that if anything, Tremors was probably inspired by Jaws, with the graboids, the huge worm things underground that get you. Like, in that, they'd have, fence posts get knocked down, they'd have the, dirt kind of roll over them on the surface, they'd have all these, cans or noises make sound whenever they're passing through, so in Jaws, I liked seeing that same type of effect. One scene that I give extreme props for and that I really liked with the film was when they have the kids swimming at the beach, and then, the shark comes and attacks, and all the kids come back to the shore, and the moms are all trying to gather their kids. Hey, what's up, Timmy, Bobby, Billy, whatever. And then the one mom is just looking around like, Billy? What, Billy? Where's my kid? And kid's dead. Like, they killed the kid. This was back in the 70s, and they just, like, killed the kid with the shark. I mean, in a lot of modern movies, they usually try to kind of have the kids not get killed, but, I mean, with that kid being dead, it's like, okay, so anything can happen. Like, main characters even could die here. Like, we don't know. We don't know, but, I don't know, I really liked that. That was really good. Proper Jeremy and Drunk 3PO were the ones that were watching it with me in my first run, and they, were emphasizing that, that's kind of one of the major selling points. It tells you that it's serious. So I like that, but even though I really enjoyed the film, and I liked it, I still don't really find it that rewatchable, personally. Like, after I watched it, and then I watched it again for the watch party, like, I don't want to see it again for a really, really, really long time. I feel like it's just not... And I don't have any desire to see it. Like, and if I were to be surfing channels and it were to show up on TV, I'd want to click away because I don't want to see it. Again, it's just, I don't feel like watching it again. I already saw it. It's all in my head completely. I know it. And it's not entertaining enough to have on in the background while I'm doing something else to have it play and then maybe glance up every now and then and look. It's just kind of like, it's there and it's not much is happening throughout it, so it's not enough of a distraction to keep me, focus on what I'm doing, but listen to it in the background. But it's also like, okay, if I have to be into it to really be watching it. I have to be in some type of shark mood, I suppose, to be watching it again. And I don't think that'll happen that often. So just personally, I don't find it that rewatchable. Though I know that people will disagree with me, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. I don't know if it's the slow pace that makes me want to lower the score too, because I do like that it doesn't rush into everything. They take their time with it. They let it, draw out. I mean, that's what builds up the suspense. But I don't know what else about the film I don't like. I just don't feel like it deserves like a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. I feel like, to me, it's a solid, well-earned 7 out of 10 with room to go up. But I just personally, I didn't grow up with it. I only watched this because that's what's recommended by so many people. I feel like I just kind of checked it off the list, and I'm glad that I saw it. I am really glad that I saw it. It was a good suggestion. I liked that I saw it, but I just give it a 7 out of 10. And that's a good score, by the way. It's not a horrible score. I'm not saying it failed, it's a bomb, anything. No, it's above average. Average would be 50%, 5 out of 10. Be like just an average film. I give it a 7 out of 10. I know that for its time, it made its landmarks and was like a trendsetter for a lot of the other shark movies and other types of movies that come out in the future, but that's just my opinion on it. That's what I think. Now for Jaws 2, this is going to be a shorter review because I don't feel like there's that much that I need to say on it. I liked it almost as much as number 1 or more than. I don't really remember my feeling on it. I'd say just slightly less, actually. That's more like a 6 out of 10 if I were going to give you a rating right away. I think Jaws 2 is more like a 6 out of 10. Jaws 1's a 7 out of 10. I liked how the chief character was going through his paranoia. Like, he already witnessed the shark attack all these people and kill people before, and now there's like a lot of kids and teenagers at the beach and that are like going out and out of the way, and that is kind of a threatening situation. It's like those aren't professionals out there. These are kids on weak little boats that shark can tear right through, and they have to try to work together and somehow stay cool. And they just saw a lot of their friends get eaten. Like, that's a pretty intense situation. That one guy that gets knocked off the boat is trying to get back in, and his girlfriend's trying to help him up, or she just sits there. I don't remember what she does. I think she just kind of sits there like, hey, get on the boat, and then he gets yanked off and like breaks off part of the boat while going. Like, that was all pretty freaky. Her reaction of like being scared stiff and pale was really good. I liked it. Like I said, I like this movie a lot too, but there's just something about it where it's like kind of that pointless territory where it's like, why is there another shark? And I know they tried to kind of explain it here and there, and I guess it kind of made sense. They're like, oh, there's constant food around this area. One shark somehow ventured into this area before, and then there's another one, I think is what they're trying to get at. This one is less rewatchable, I would say. Like, I'd rather watch Jaws 1 than Jaws 2. If you were to ask me which one I'd prefer Jaws 1. Jaws 2 is just, it's there and it happens, and it's extra, it's fine. It does good film work as well, but just unnecessary, though I know that sequels back then weren't as widely received as what I've been told, so, you know, I guess I get some good points for being a sequel released when it was around that time, so that's fine, but I give it a 6 out of 10. That's for Jaws 2. Jaws 1, 7 out of 10. That's pretty much all I gotta say on these movies. That's all I've got to say on these two movies. My next reviews are going to be on Kill Bill 1 and 2. And before I get out of here, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my first patrons on Patreon. That is Tari LG, Christy Miller, and Abby O'Lace. Thank you ladies very much for joining the Geoff Squad. If you guys want to join the Geoff Squad, the link to that is in the description below to my Patreon. And the money goes toward funding my huge skit projects that I try to do. Maybe one of these days I'll get a video camera that doesn't have that stupid date thing down in the corner or something. Check it out if you want, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for watching. I made a Patreon, so if you want to support me, my channel, and even get some rewards yourselves, and become a member of the Geoff Squad, check out that link down in the description below. If you can stand me enough to follow me on Twitter, links to that and other social media are also in the description below. I'm on a quest to watch over 100 classic/popular films. Give me some suggestions and let me know if you'd want to join a watch party. I've got a P.O. box, so if you'd like to send me some letters, DVDs, comics, or what have you, the address is 3021 Northeast 72nd Drive, Suite 9, PMB 1560, Vancouver, Washington 98661. For more incredible content, go to the Fandom Collective YouTube channel and Twitter, where we share your videos, promote your channel, and encourage interaction with the community. And while you're at it, check out this magnificent, amazing, talented group of rising, spectacular content creators.